Hey you guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. In this video, we're going to talk about how to maximize the space for the rustic style, for your jewelry, for your fashion, for your home interior, for your kitchenware, furniture, connecting all the pieces, all the dots together, and you don't need to over budget it. Simple, easy tips. So let's begin. So we're gonna talk about some stuff. So let's begin with the rustic philosophy. What exactly is a rustic philosophy? So rustic style isn't about buying expensive things and over budgeting or distressed furniture from a catalog. It's about a feeling. It's about textures that tells a story. Rustic cannot be in the plain background where there is no textures in the background, in the wall, or in the rugs or something like that. So there has a lot of the texture of the story, the warmth and imperfection. So today I'm going to show you how to curate a rustic space without breaking the bank, and more importantly how to sing that aesthetic in your life, in all the areas of your life that matching the aesthetic. So let's talk about the secret to budget friendly rustic style. So the first point I have for you is maximizing space and the budget. So thrift for textures. What you can do, you can opt for the textured sofas, texture walls. If you cannot have a texture wall, you can have like a macarene or a crochet, or you could hang some wall hanging with the textured background, so that you don't need to spend a lot of the money focusing on textured walls. So you can maximize it with the wall hanging that is actually a textured. So thrift for textures. And don't buy new stuff. Look for the old jute rugs or linen curtains. They give perfect textures. These natural materials are the backbone of rustic decor. The power of one. Don't clutter. You don't have to choose one color this, and buying a lot of the stuffs. Of course, there is a maximalizing, just like minimalism, there is also maximalism. But then you don't have to buy a lot if you don't know how to incorporate the maximalism. So the power of one is don't clutter. Find one statement piece or one focal point, a weather ladder, a vintage basket, and then everything is contemplating it. Everything is related to that. Maximize what you have. You don't need a farmhouse to have a rustic home. It's about bringing the outside in, using dried branches, using bamboo, simple greenery. It's free and instantly grounded space. You can literally take the natural plants or the dried leaves, and you can create textures from them. You can create paintings from them, or you can create any kind of wall hanging or something like that. If you're more creative, you can have a DIY stuff. So if you don't want to go with the DIY, you can just have the natural stuff in the home, and that's gonna be enough. So it's all about bringing the nature, the texture nature, the farmhouse texture nature into the home. Then we can talk about connecting the dots. So first we talk about the home interior space. Now we can connect the dots with the fashion and with the furniture, with the jewelry, with the other areas of our life. So here is how where the people miss the mark. They separate their house from their closet. If you love rustic design, your wardrobe should feel like an extension of your home. That's very important. The texture connection. If you love the look of a raw oak or a linen upholstery, look for the linen shirts or cotton dresses or chunky wool knits, something that's have like a textures, especially also with the embroidery has a lot of the textures, even also with the knitted stuff. Like the you don't have to go with the natural wool, but you can have like a synthetic wool if that you like it. Again, it depends on you. Otherwise, you can go with the jutes and the rugs. That kind of stuff is also there. They offer that same tactile comfort. Jewelry as accent. Think of your jewelry like your home hardware. If your kitchen has brass or copper knobs, look for jewelry with those same raw metallic finishes. So kind of like, we are not going for a gold jewelry, because gold jewelry feels so polished, but you could have a platinum if you want to have like a precious metal or something like that. Or you can opt for some coastal textured jewelry, but that could be combination of coastal and rustic, but again you can combine it that way as well. Opt for pieces that feel hard handcrafted, organic, or found, rather than shiny factory made pieces. The next part is talking about kitchenware and details. So first we talk about the home interior, then we talk about the fashion, connecting the furniture, connecting with the jewelry. Now let's talk about the kitchenware and the details. So your kitchen is a heart of the rustic home. Avoid plastic, go for wood, glass, or clay. Perfect. And the more importantly, you can have a wood If you are in a place where it's more like a tropical island, like I'm in a tropical island, it's very easy to find a bamboo, make something from bamboo or make something for wood. That would be amazing. Also the clays, different kinds of clay, like earthenware pot clays, like the brown one, or you could have a textured more layer, like a more designs on that, or you could have a glass. Mix, don't match. You don't need a 12 pieces set. A mix of different colored handmade ceramic mugs looks lived in, authentic. So you don't need to have a lot of them, but then having a mixed colored, a different color, that could also add it, or you can opt for a certain specific 2 or 3 color that also work, like the beige, brown or cream or white, whatever. Check out local artisans or clearance sections for single unique pieces. It creates a collected over time. It's kind of like a collection in the house space. Looks that feel more sophisticated, more natural and more rustic. So these are some things that you can incorporate, and there are so many ways in which you can add textures, because rustic is all about the warm textures, and that's the story they're telling, the more natural warm textures that we're bringing from the farmhouse inside in. So the takeaway is your home and your style are a reflection of what makes you feel grounded. Start with one room, one piece of clothing or one accessory. You don't have to go and change your wardrobe overnight or change your entire room or home overnight. No, you can start small and see how does it makes you feel. Can you relate to it? Can you complement with that? Can you connect the dots together? Keep it natural, keep it textured, and don't spend a fortune doing it. Let me know in the comments what the one item, or let me know what the one item you will switch that you feel most connected with, the thing that is more important for you, the one piece of, it could be jewelry, it could be a wall hanging, it could be a furniture, it could be a kitchenware, literally anything that you would like to swap for this. And you can let me know about this. You can email me and let me know you can do all that stuff. But hopefully you find this video useful. Do let me know what you think. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.